based on this concept, and therefore, in Buddhism, in the Buddhist text, it is established through many reasoning. The great masters have tried to establish, to prove that there is life after death by giving very many logical reasonings. So particularly in the text composed by Dignaga and Dhammakirti, they have established, or they have explained about the concept of life after death with many different kind of reasonings, and it is they have argued with non-Buddhist or the believers who assert that there is no life after death, and the reasonings these two scholars put are very the analysis they have made is very similar to the analysis the present contemporary scientists make. So we should have the strong conviction in life after death, and if we don't have that kind of conviction that there is life after death, or we are going to reborn again, then our Dharma practice wouldn't be very strong. So it would be just, again, the Dharma practice would merely be for the to get enjoyments or get happiness only for this lifetime. Whereas if we have a strong belief that, or if we develop the understanding of life after death, and if we develop the strong conviction, then the Dharma, our Dharma practice will automatically come. So it doesn't mean that the Dharma is only going to benefit or help to the people who believe in life after death. It's not the case. Even though, the Dhamma, many things or many teachings help even to the people who don't believe in life after death. There are many kind of teachings which help to the people who don't believe in life after death, but there are teachings which help to them to get peace, mental peace, and help in other ways. So there are practices like compassion and love, which even though even though somebody doesn't believe in the future lives, if they practice or the compassion for others and develop love for others, it would help for him and all to other people as well. For example, the communists don't believe in the Dhamma or in life after death, but if if somebody, if the idea of communism is implemented, correctly as it was, originated, then it would help, many. It would help the society and the mass of being. So similarly, if we practice the teachings, if people practice the teachings on compassion, and love, etc., even though they don't believe in future lives, they are going to benefit it from this kind of teachings.
저는 그래서 영화 움직이 마음이 나와라 초지도 보고 메시 마음이 나오는 게 뭐 있어야 돼 이제 무엇이 되고.
So that's why many times His Holiness the Dalai Lama says that he doesn't neglect communism totally, because there are many because the basic idea of communism is, if it is practiced properly, would benefit many people. So His Holiness very often says that he doesn't neglect the communism totally.
왜 나는 그런 몸에 또 차도 너무 차놓은 거지. 가면서 몸이 나가서 오르면 오르다가 소리 많이 오는데 나는 그런 싸워기 비는 지금 진짜는 밀만한 판도 오면 안 되는데 이게 냉염 용도 이거 말이 미망을 판도 지금 라나 이제 잘못도 치는지 오늘 넘어서기 전에 생기게 되죠. 나는 지금 차도 이거.
So if the basic idea, of the communism is practiced properly, it seems that they also, consider more. They also emphasize the importance on others, to benefit others, benefit the more people, rather than oneself. So it's, in this sense, it's quite similar to the Buddhist practice, where we consider other beings more important than ourselves.
다들 다 주셔야지. 또도 안 그래도 다들 가르치는 맞잖아요. 추게 나는 되지라. 교와 간 집에서 하자지. 교와 한 만능이 됐어요. 추게 나는 거는 또 된다 용도 되고. 이는 뭐 이는 추게 넣는 거 띵추버리는 게 뭐 더블 게 맞네. 교와 가지는 게 뭐게 맞는 거.
So these were just a few words, which is not relevant, or not very relevant with this teaching, but he just mentioned. So in order to do the proper Dharma practice, it's very important to have the strong conviction on future life, on the life after death, and also to have a deep understanding of Dharma.
교와 집에는 게 뭐게요도 다 교와 디고 랭고 거라. 교와지 나요도 교와 로세텔라 인데다 야면 약사지도 교와는 이제 상황이 있는데 야면 교와 상상 말로도 들으니 스텔 거지시는 거 되고. 교와 예배는 주더라. 교와 예배는 주더라. 교와 하나 했잖아요. 강의 모두 야면 내도 당거로 교와 나도 강의 되고 있다.
So once we are sure that we are going to reborn again, or there are life after death, then it would be okay if we were just going to have human form again, or get better rebirth. But there are two stages of lives, the lower life and lower form of life and higher form of life. So again, we have to be careful, or think about which, we have to be careful, because we don't wish to get lower forms of life.
교와 상사들은 그런 남이 도야 요도 미토입니다. 그래서 교와 상사들. 또 많은 동생이 다 물론 미 동생이 다 교와 이다 들으셔도 아니고도 저는 미 도야 매다 아니. 배우고 싶던데 어디서 교와 받으셨냐 물론 미 도야 얘기도 들어도. 이게 더 몸부지기다. 그 진짜 누가 보면 또 몸부지긴다. 또 내고 어떻게 어떻게 차이고.
So there are two levels of lives. So we can, see that human life is better, and it's, among the higher rebirths, higher form of lives, we can see human forms, and also among the lower form of life, we can see the animals who suffer a lot. But also there are other forms of lower lives like hungry ghosts, hell beings, and hell beings, yeah, and also in the higher rebirth, higher form of life, there is the life of devas. So because we are not able to see these life forms, so but we are able to see human forms and animal life of animal forms, so we can distinguish how much difference between these two life forms have, and and we can see that which would be more beneficial or comfortable, which to get.
근데 대한테 교환해야 돼. 수소가 어디다 들어가지? 레교와 되게 되지. 수소가 나온 사람은 레상하게 되는 거다. 주장 되게 되지. 다시 안 돼.
So even so we can see that human form, and human form is certainly better than the animal form, and the higher forms of life are better than the lower forms of life, but we don't have power, or we don't have our any choice to get that that life form, because we are empowered by our delusions and the karmas. So they lead us to the delusions and the karmas lead us to future lives.
레 오면 레 성부전에 교화되면 뭐 교화된 정도 되는 성부용 되게. 레 남바윤 이거 왕이 이제 부터다. 부자이 되게 되지다. 이제 레기 봐주는 게 되지다. 잘 보고.
So when it is it's definite that future lives are empowered by our present karma and the present karma. So if we accumulate good karma, that would induce better, higher life form, and if we accumulate non-virtuous actions, bad karma, that would lead us to the unwholesome or lower form of life.
뭐지 레스야 되지다. 레레스야 통시라라 있네요. 근데 말아서 지금 최근에 가는 시대에 되는 거라. 그러나 남르시 중세도지. 근데 레이면 이거지. 말도 남르시 중세도 최근에 미미가 너무 있어야지. 제용도. 남르시 중세도 세리 레게지는 또 많이 먹어나지. 가시는지 내가 하고 해야지. 저는 왜 되게 거지. 그냥 내가 하고 맞아야 남르 되게 거지. 최근에 가는 무슨 문제예요? 레이 따로 때문에.
So the karma, the topic karma itself is very profound, and it's very subtle. It's very difficult to say definitely that which karma is, what kind of karma we are accumulating, and all these things. But we find in our society that we say that somebody is when somebody is more successful with with some people are more successful with their work, we say that he is very fortunate. And if somebody has a lot of sickness, or if somebody is not very successful, then we say that he is very unfortunate. So these are the signs that our success of this life and unsuccess are also caused by something in which is uh, which we have accumulated in our previous lives. So those are the actions or karmas which determine our success or unsuccess, or pain and um, enjoyment in this life.
저 대전은 고 가이나 무시네 내 캔랜드 저기 책이 그거는 도마 메시고 봐. 배는 비교 거는 이게 저한테 책이 들라 또 거야. 근데 뭐 내가 야구 지기는 야구